Someone messaged me on Instagram yesterday to tell me how her visa was denied last week because of discrepancies on the account statement she submitted for student visa application into the UK. And I feel I need to share with you some of the mistakes she made and how you can avoid this in your future application. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniel. If this is your first time here, please click on the subscribe button. I'm an international student in the United Kingdom and I share videos on how to travel abroad. And if you're returning subscribers, you guys are the real deal. Thank you for coming back to the YouTube channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for the likes, for the comments, for the shares, and for subscribing and staying tuned to this channel. I really appreciate you guys. In this video, I'm going to be addressing what to avoid when building your account statement for applying for student visa in the UK. I know so many students coming for the January intake are currently building their account statement for 28 days so as to apply for visa, and there's a need for you guys to ensure you watch this video to the end so you can know the things that can cause possible denial of your visa, because I've met so many people who were denied visa into the UK because of one issue or the other on their account statement, and I think there's a need for me to address this in this video, which is why I'm making this video. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned to this video. Without further ado, let's get started. One of the mistakes applicants make when submitting the account statement is putting the wrong amount in their account balance. Now, I've mentioned this in one of my YouTube videos, and I think I'm going to do a recap on this video for emphasis sake. Now, when building your account statement, it's very important for you to ensure that you are putting in the right amount for that application. Now, I'm going to do a little illustration now so as to clarify whatsoever doubts you're having. Now, if your tuition fee to study in the UK is £10,000 and you already paid about £3,000 for deposit to get your cars, now it means that for your tuition fee you've got £7,000 as your balance. £7,000 as a balance. So now, aside from your tuition fee balance, another amount you need to put in your account is your living expense, which is £1,334 per month for 9 months. So you need to multiply 1,334 times 9 to get the amount you're putting in as your living expenses. So that should be roughly about 12,000. It means that you've got 12,000 plus 7,000 pounds balance, that which is your balance, your tuition fee balance. It means you need to put the naira equivalent of 19,000 pounds in your account. Now, how do you get equivalent? Regardless of which country you're watching this video, you need to go on Oando. I'm going to put the link on this video now. You need to go on Oando website. That's the official website, currency conversion website used by the UK government. Now, you need to put the sum of your living expense and your tuition fee balance. You sum the two amounts together, then you convert the amounts to whichever currency you are building your account statement from, and ensure that you have that particular amount in your account, that is your bank account. Now, I met one guy on Netherlands some weeks ago, and his visa was denied because he had 50,000 naira short of the amount he was supposed to put. So that means he was supposed to put 11,250,000 in his account, but he actually left 11,200,000 in his account, and the visa was denied because of that. So it's very important for you to ensure that you are putting in the exact amount, and trust me, I really advise people ensure you have at least £1 million more than what you expected. Now, when I was applying for visa, I needed just 11 million naira for my account statement, but I decided to put 12.5 million naira in that account to avoid story that touches. So one of the mistakes most people make is they put the wrong amount required for them to apply for their visa. Another point is you must ensure that your proof of funds is in your bank account for at least 28 days. Now, you can decide to make it more. For my, I printed my account statement for 35 days because for someone like me, I ensure that I avoid any loophole or any reason for you to see fault in what I do. So I ensure that the fund was in my account for 35 days. But the standard duration is 28 days according to the UK government website. So it must be on the funds must be in your account for at least 28 days before you apply for visa. And also, you must ensure that your account statement is not older than 31 days before application. Now, what do I mean? If you're applying for if you plan to submit your visa application on the 1st of December, It means that the closing balance on your account, on the account you are submitting, must not exceed 1st of November. So if I'm printing my account statement from 1st of October to 1st of November, I must apply for my visa before 31 days elapses. If not, that account statement is no longer valid. I hope you understand that. So your proof of funds was in your account for 28 days, and your closing balance before your date of application must not be more than 31 days. Now, I also met a guy on Netherlands, because when I was applying for my visa, I was usually on Netherlands to get information and all of that. So I met a guy whose visa was denied on Netherlands, and he said he built his account statement from 1st of June to 30th of June. Now, when he was going to apply for visa, I think he had some delays and all of that. He applied for his visa around August, which was already more than 30 days, and he has taken the money off his account to do one or two things. So his visa was denied for that reason, and I'm sure that was because of lack of adequate information. So it's very important for you to ensure that your proof of fund is in your account for 28 days, and when you apply for your visa, the closing date of that account statement, you must apply within 31 days. Trust me guys, I printed yesterday and I applied today. I try to avoid any issues and all of that. So ensure you keep to this when building your account statement. Another thing you must ensure when building your account statements or your proof of funds is that ensure that the amount you are required to have in your account does not, the balance of your account must not be lower to the amount you're expected to have in your account for 28 days. Now, what do I mean? If you are to have 11 million naira in your account, for the 28 days, the lowest amount that should be in that account for that period should be 11 million. Now, what do I mean? When I was building my account statement, I had 12.5 million in my account. Now, because it was my personal account, which was also my business account, funds were coming in from customers every day in that account. Now, of course, the money was growing daily, but I never had any reason to withdraw any amount from that money, because if you are to have 12.5 million naira in your account, and after 7 days you took out 1.1 million naira, and the following day you added the 1 million naira back, trust me, that account statement cannot be used, because at some point when you are building your proof of funds, the money went below the amount you needed to apply for visa. I hope my explanation is very clear, because these are some of the errors most people make. And also, if you are building account statements, I also met someone, I met this person on Instagram, and a visa was denied because of the same reason, discrepancy on our account statement, which she submitted to the visa for a visa application. Now, what she did was she needed 10 million naira. Now, on day one, she had 9 million. Then 3 days later, she added 500,000. 7 days later, she added 500. Now, when this was 28 days, she submitted. Now, because of the fact that she needed 10 million, but the opening balance of that account statement she submitted was 9 million, her visa was denied. So it's very important to ensure that the amount or the balance you need to have in your account, it must not go below that amount. Don't spend 1 naira just so as to avoid any issue. Just put the account, the funds in your account and leave it. Don't even go to that account for the next 30 days to ensure that you avoid any issue as regards your account statement or your proof of funds. Another thing you also need to consider is when applying for your visa, ensure that the account statement you are submitting is for your own personal bank account or your parents' account, and ensure that your parents, you bear the same surname with that parent, either your mom or your dad. Now, for someone like me, I would advise that if you are applying for your visa, ensure that the money is in your own personal account, just to avoid any reason for them to keep digging and looking at your account statement. Now, if you need 10 million naira, make sure the 10 million naira it's in your account. Now, if you have let's say for instance your name is Smith Daniels now, and you're applying for your visa, don't go and get an account statement that has Smith Wilson Dan. Do you understand? There's only a discrepancy between the applicant's name and the account statement. Ensure that the same name you're applying with, the same name on your cast, the same name on your account statement, so as to avoid any issue or any error. So ensure that you're applying from your own account, and if you're using your parents' account, in which you're bearing the same surname, ensure that your parents also provide a letter showing that they are acting as your guardian. So you don't just submit your mother's account as your proof of funds without any letter from her showing that she's actually sponsoring your visa. I think it's called a sponsorship letter. You get a letter from her or from him if it's your dad to back up the account statement you are submitting. I also met someone that was denied visa because she submitted her dad's account, but there was no sponsorship letter. So ensure that if you're using your parents' account, there's a sponsorship letter from your dad or your mom showing to back up the account statement or the proof of funds. I'm on the government website now, and I'm going to read this out to you to further back up everything I've said. Now, also ensure that the account statement you're submitting is from a bank that is under the regulatory body in your country. Now, some of the evidence that is not being accepted includes the bank does not collect overdraft, does not collect Bitcoin savings. I know Bitcoin is a real deal now, so don't go and save your money in Bitcoin and you're planning to submit your Bitcoin statement to apply for visa. It's not accepted. The for visa application, they don't accept stocks and shares as proof of funds. They don't accept your pension account. And that's one of us work in corporate organizations. Don't go and put out your pension account statement to submit. It's not accepted. And also bank accounts that are not regulated by the financial regulatory body in the country you're applying from. Don't submit such bank account statements. And also bank accounts that don't use electronic recording keeping, don't submit that. These are some of the information on the UK government website. So ensure that it's a bank that it's under the regulatory, the financial regulatory body. Like for instance, in Nigeria, it's CBN. Anybody that's not under CBN, don't submit the account statement for visa application. So guys, please try as much as possible to avoid this, because proof of funds is one of the critical and essential documents that is needed for your visa application. And if there's any discrepancy on that document, your visa will be denied. I know a guy that was denied visa because there was a time, I think the visa office contacted his bank to request on that statement, and they saw that the document they got from the bank and the document he submitted, there was one transaction that was missing. He bought a card of 100 naira, and that transaction was not showing on his bank statement, and his visa was denied. Like, I was shocked when I met him at the visa office that day. So you need to ensure that you are being sensitive and detailed about the proof of funds you are submitting. Make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's before submitting that document for your visa application. So guys, we've come to the end of this video, and I hope you find value and find this video helpful. If you do, please click on the like button, put a comment in the section telling me how valuable this video is to you, and also make suggestion on any video you think you want me to make. Put your suggestion in the comment box, and I'll ensure I create time to make the video. And please guys, please share the video to as many people as you can. And if it's your first time here, guys, please click on the subscribe button below so as to ensure that YouTube will recognize this channel, and the channel will be projected to as many people as possible. So I really appreciate you guys for staying to the end of the video, and please don't forget to keep watching my other videos on the YouTube channel and keep sharing. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys.